Who I am depends on who you're asking. Let us adjourn to the interview room so I may better acquaint myself with your urgent business. Please be seated, Miss.
Miss Vinci. Teresa Vinci of Stapleton. How do you do?
Well, Miss Vinci, much better now. Your face looks strangely familiar. Might you be an actress?
Me? An actress? Heavens no. I wouldn't know the first thing on being on stage. I'm a scientist.
A scientist, you say? I don't think you've ever seen a woman scientist before. What a pity. With a face as sweet as yours, you should be on stage for all to see.
Yes. Well, there are many well-renowned and well-acclaimed women scientists all over the world.
If they all look like you, I've definitely been looking in all the wrong places. So, Miss Vinci, tell me about this urgent business.
I assume it's about my friends, Mr. Bessel.
Ah, the madman of the market. I knew that I knew you from somewhere. Here we are again, you and me. Still think you could save that maniac?
Oh, I'm sorry. The blow to my head made things hazy in regards to that night.
I wondered what happened to you after the blow to your head. I'm glad to see the shot you took didn't leave any permanent damage to that pretty face of yours. Now that would have been a real crime.
Your concern is quite touching.
Just part of my charm. Funny, I didn't think you were the one that only Looney Bess has been asking for the whole time.
Yes, well, if you let me see him.
No, my dear. You simply may not see him, you see. He's shackled head and foot in a holding cell. After what he did, we can't be too careful.
But it's a matter of life and death.
Yes, I've heard that before. No, you won't be seeing Bessel anytime soon. What's that you're holding?
It's my research. Well, my partners and mine's.
Research, you say?
Yes, in the spectral sciences.
Right, a scientist. I've often thought, why can't all you scientists go out and get real jobs? Always searching for this or that. Maybe you need some strong and handsome man who's really important in this life. Inspector Wright! Good evening, sir.
You said you were Inspector Wright!
No.
Why do you have a witness alone in the interview room? What's going on here?
Well, you see, sir.
Pretending to be you. That's what.
No, not true.
Constable Tubbs, were you impersonating your superior again?
No, sir.
He told me he was you.
No, not true. You only assumed I was Inspector Wright. I never actually said I was him.
But you didn't deny it.
Constable Tubbs, if I ever catch you pretending to be any other than your lowly self again, you will find yourself without a job. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
And what have you learned from...
She's Bessel's partner, Miss Vincent.
Right. And what have you learned from Miss Vinci?
She's a scientist, a woman scientist, a master in the spectral sciences. Boo!
Yes. Tubbs, how about you make yourself worthwhile for a change engine? Check on the other prisoners.
Are you sure, sir? She looks like she might need some extra special attention, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes, I'm sure.
Right away.
I'm sorry about that. Miss Vinci, I'm Inspector William Wright of Scotland Yard, and...
Oh, Miss Vinci, that cough sounds awful fierce. Would you like a cup of tea?
Yes, if you do.
Tubbs,
Would you like something sweet in it, sugar, honey?
Honey,
Tubbs.
please.
That would please me a great deal.
Tubbs!
Yes, sir!
I would like some as well.
Some of what, sir?
Some tea.
Your usual?
Yes, please.
3 sugars and milk for the inspector, and a dab of honey for Miss Vinci. Anything else?
No, just the tea.
Tubbs, go!
Sorry, some people are just not cut out to be officers. Or even some people for that matter. Where were we?
Introductions, I believe.
Yes, quite right. I'm Inspector William Wright of Scotland Yard, and I appreciate your diligent response to my summons. I'm sure you have deduced that this is in reference to the incident of 3 nights past regarding one Mr. Bessel.
Yes.
And you do indeed know Mr. Bessel.
Yes, quite intimate.
He has spun us a very intriguing yet ludicrous story regarding the incident. He stated that you'd be able to prove the story.
Yes, maybe I don't need to see him. I can show you the proof that you need.
So you're a part of this little charade?
No, sir. I'm part of these disturbing events. 'Tis no charade.
He's claiming that he was possessed.
Yes, he attacked me, nearly blinded
hope you have better proof rather than just alleged possession and him attacking a friend. I've seen a lifelong mate of mine put a knife in his friend's belly for no reason at all.
Yes, sir. There is much more that you need to know, that you need to understand.
Then I think it might be best to start from the beginning.
As you wish. I met Mr. Bessel in the year 1888, when I was presenting my research in the dissociation of the conscious mind. Much to my chagrin, it was received with a tepid response from the scientific community. Gentlemen, I am Teresa Vinci of Stapleton, and tonight I will challenge and overcome your preconceived notions of the conscious mind. I have spent these past few years studying the men and women of London's asylum, stricken with mania, otherwise known as lunacy. As such, from one of the unfortunate expires, the caretakers of the asylum have granted me the opportunity to examine the disease's brains. That I provide to the mortuary, of course. Now, gentlemen, I have noticed a peculiar appearance situated in the arcuate part of the brain, deep inside the core. This part is known as the unseen eye, which is also called the pineal eye. And in my research, I have gathered quite interesting evidence. As such, may I introduce subject A to you?
Miss Vinci, you are subjecting us to a great deal. Even more pungent than one that esteemed Dr. Trevis presented the Elephant Man before us. Perhaps the good soak might be in order for this one?
Yes, sir. What was your name?
George Bessel of Albany.
Yes, Mr. George Bessel of the Albany. I deepest condolences for any offense to your delicate and dainty olfactory senses such as yours. Now, as I was making my rounds in the asylum this week, I happened upon this unkempt man. He may seem like no other ordinary inhabitant. But imagine my surprise when I knew this man. He was the butcher of Piccadilly, whose shop I frequented in years past. Now, I ask you, what transpired for this man from such a normal human being of everyday life to turn into this creature of sheer madness?
He doesn't seem to be quite the monster you have us to believe.
Well, due to his propensity of violence, he receives sedation daily. As such, poor man. Now, gentlemen, I believe that the pineal eye serves as a gateway in and out of the conscious mind.
Miss Vinci, are you suggesting that this pineal eye could allow consciousness to exit and inversely also enter a body? Much like slipping off and on a pair of boots.
Exactly. Gentlemen, I hypothesize that this man before you no longer contains the butcher of Piccadilly, rather a malevolent entity.
Lie! Lie! Lie!
We must catch him before he hurts himself or someone else!
So, you thought this butcher was going to bring you fame and fortune? Like
Fame.
the Elephant Man?
Fame, yes, but not fortune. I had no intent upon exploiting the butcher like those that I had exploited Joseph Merrick. Due to my thought he was the proof that I needed for the metaphysical plane. So I believed, I guess, foolish hopes.
And for all your troubles, you were the laughing stock of the science exposition.
Yes, humiliated. After that night, when me and Bessel ran out, searching for the butcher. Luckily, it disappeared.
And then Bessel think you a fool too?
No. In fact, kindred spirits were now in the spectrum realm. We are partners and journeying, searching for answers.
Partners. And what became of your mad butcher?
I don't know. After that night, like I told you, it was like he disappeared.
You do realize what began that very month, right?
Yes, I often thought that maybe the Mad Butcher was related to the madness that happened in Whitechapel, but there was no way.
Madness? Man, 5 women were murdered in cold blood. Their bodies were desecrated. He desecrated their bodies and took pieces of them. Madness does not describe the hell we lived in '88.
Sir, the reason why I didn't report the butcher was because there was no way that he could have done this.
He was roaming London around, free as a bird, while Scotland Yard searched for him without ceasing, foregoing breaks, meals, and sleep. Shift after shift, we had become strangers to our families, and all of our efforts were lampooned on the papers. Demoted. But despite all of our efforts, you did not think to share this information with Scotland Yard?
I did not report him because there is no way that he could have done this. That man wore naught but the rags on his back and resembled more animal than man. He was mad! There was no way that he could have coincided and sent you notes. How could he? So do not lay the blame of your men at my feet.
Then where else?
Lay it on the man that failed to catch him.
Miss Vinci, I see that you're not only a self-professed expert in the metaphysical realm, but in murder inquests as well. So tell me, what became of your mad butcher?
He's dead. Christmas '88. Bessel and I just came back from one of our expeditions in India. They found him. He washed ashore, loaded by the thing, in quite advanced decay. He slashed his own wrist. That's how the death was situated.
Miss Vinci, I took you for an intelligent woman. Do you really believe everything the papers report? Perhaps you've seen the hellhounds roaming around England, stealing souls for the devil. Or maybe you've heard of the herd of swines dwelling in the sewers.
Of course not! How preposterous!
As is the paper's assertion that every murder occurring in London was of the river. I worked those murder inquests. In '88, stopped.
Sir, how does this relate with Bessel?
Miss Vinci, I apologize. You are quite right. The river's an occupational hazard. All these years I feared that I would never catch him. Let us continue with your story. Did you get to inspect your butcher's brain?
Yes, and I had suspected there was trauma to the pineal eye.
Tea's up,
Thank you, Tubbs.
nice and hot.
Thank you.
Let us move forward to the events of the 13th.
As you wish. That day was quite a scene.
Have you solved our dilemma?
What? Oh, Bessel! You're here! No, not yet.
Alright. Have you been here long?
If you're already here, then I must have been here all afternoon?
And you must have crafted quite a plan for our experimentation.
No, not exactly. I've been cover to cover, page to page, looking for something new to try. A new chant, a new spell, meditation. Nothing. 1,000 times I tried, and 1,000 times I failed.
Knowledge about you, Teresa. We have tried 1,000 times and succeeded in eliminating 1,000 different possibilities that will not unlock that door. But it is through the process of elimination that we shall find our success.
What are we? On the doorstep of the spectral realm, just knocking and hoping you'll swing right open?
Yes, and tonight that door will swing wide open.
Pastor, I can't do this anymore.
Teresa,
I'm sorry.
Teresa, stop, please, wait! Please, wait just a moment. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Do you remember your 27th birthday?
Of course. I lost a lot that day.
Your father said that if you didn't give up your foolish and immoral research and marry the man he chose for you, he will disinherit you. You will lose your family's name, wealth, and honor. And did you give up?
Of course not. I wasn't about to be sold off like some aristocratic brood mare.
You stood in your father's luxurious estate and said that he would not have to disinherit you. You would have shown him and his sexist and pig-headed ways.
Yes. Mother almost fainted. Father just stood there. Fish clenched. Purple face. I thought he was about to have an aneurysm.
You became a new woman that day, Miss Teresa Vinci.
Yes. I took grandmother's maiden name, as she was the only one that had believed in my research.
When the Dean of Academy of Sciences refused to allow you to participate in the exhibition, did you give up?
Of course not. I don't know what he found more repulsive. My research or my sex?
You told him that fear to insist was folly, that he would have to step aside and settle the dispute. It was his choice, fisticuffs or pistols.
Luckily, he was a coward at heart and didn't deign to take me up on my offer.
When all your benefactors are supporting your research, apprehended you after the mishap at the Academy of Sciences, did you give up on your dream?
Monday, there is no evening class.
I wonder what they were
Veterans Day holiday.
thinking they could
Once
buy
again,
my affection
no
by supporting my
evening classes
research.
on Monday due to the Veterans Day
Plus,
holiday.
I found
Thank you and have a great evening.
a new benefactor that night.
I thought I was a partner in your research.
You are! I mean, were.
Teresa, if you quit now, where will you go? What will you do?
I might as well start a family. It seems to suit most women.
You're a noble woman. The ferocious Miss Teresa Vinci, the settled down to start a family. Have you ever met a man that could tame you?
An unlovable beast, am I?
Of course not.
Then what am I?
A raging inferno.
George. Am I that bad?
Of course not, my dear. You're passion personified. Have you ever met someone so strong, so driven? How can a woman in a country never hope to attain a force of nature such as yourself?
George, you're a pure companion. And friend.
Then, for the sake of our friendship, accompany me once more.
I wave my white handkerchief to surrender.
That is relief.
Mother, if we are to dilly-dally, then we must hurry.
Yes. Tonight we shall tear down the veiled shroud that separates us from the shadow of the world.
You, sir, are important.
And you are my Galileo.
And we best part ways if we're to triumph today.
Yes. At 6, the transference shall begin. Focus all your efforts to the point of consciousness, the pin your eye, as you shall see me call my disembodied consciousness from its earthly bonds and call myself on the Albany Staple Inn.
Tonight, my friend.
Tonight.
Is it almost showtime? Well, I think I have a few more minutes before we start. Cheers, George.
Teresa, are you there? Teresa, Teresa, I can't find you. Are you there?
George?
Teresa, where are you? I can't see you. Teresa,
Is
Teresa.
that you? George! How did you? George? Oh dear. He's done it. He's bloody goddamn done it! We're gonna be famous! Famous!
So he appeared in your room like an apparition?
Yes. It was like he was there. I'm not there. I know it sounds foolish, but
No, not foolish. It sounds plain crazy, not foolish. But what can you expect from a woman?
Thank you, Tubbs.
You're welcome, sir. Just trying to do my part. So what crazy thing is she gonna see next?
Tubbs, I didn't actually mean thank you. I meant that you and your assessment are not needed at the moment. You can leave the thinking to me.
Sorry, sir. Was that my cue to leave?
Yes, it was.
Oh, right.
Tubbs,
Yes, sir?
as long as you wear this uniform, you will address to me, your superior by my proper name and title, Inspector Wright. Do you understand? Not by my last name, Inspector Wright.
Yes, oh, right. I mean, Inspector Wright. I have to go.
Sorry. Where were we?
The crazy
Tubbs, go! Sorry. You were about to tell me about the unbelievable thing that happened next.
yes. I traveled to Bessel's apartment. Celebrating my success.
And was he there to receive your congratulations?
Wait a second. Bessel? Have you started celebrating without me? You do realize in your joviality you have ransacked your own apartment. Heavy drink. Feeling rather cold here. Oh dear. George, it's on fire to your curtains. Porter! Porter, there's a fire! Come quick! Porter!
Fine, Plaster, you got yourself a mess this time.
Have you come with all the fire buckets?
I got one enough a bloody fire brigade.
Of course not. The curtains, can you douse them?
Yes. Right now?
Yes, I meant now before the whole bloody apartment burns to the ground!
Good point, do now. I think that has done it.
Have you seen George?
Have you seen George?
Yes.
Oh, I went to Mr. Bezel's room to see if he was okay, because I heard some noise. I tried to listen, but I couldn't hear anything. I'm half deaf. I think it was large rats, burglars. I'm not sure what it was, but it was just, he opened the door and he nearly scared me half to death.
Did he say anything?
Yes, he said one word.
Yes.
No, he said one word.
What was the word?
Life.
He said life?
Yes, not in a normal sort of way, more like an old tone.
Life! George, think. Did he go anywhere?
He looked me in the eyes. You know what he said? Nothing. He laughed. He went, and he ran right into Bickle Street.
Yes, you have said that. Did he go anywhere? Did he say anything else?
I guess not.
Try to recall.
Maybe he had a toothache.
A toothache.
Sure, I've had toothaches. It makes me nearly want to climb the walls. The pain is unbearable.
Toothaches.
went to the barber shop to get pulled out.
It probably wasn't a toothache then.
Oh well, will you be needing any more assistance?
No, that would be all. You're excused.
I guess I'll go.
Yes.
Yes. As a customary gratuity for the exceptional assistance I just offered, I just saved Mr. Bessel's apartment from burning to the ground.
Yes. Exceptional assistance. A port for the porter. It's a good year.
A port for the porter, my eye. How about a damn pound for the porter? Damn Scrooge.
George, where are you? Where did you go?
Teresa, you must find me or all is lost. Teresa, hide me, please.
George? Is that you? George! Where did you... It's just here. George! Help me find you!
What can you tell me about Mr. Bessel?
He's a man. He's a man. Bit of a strange man, I guess. A bit weird. Always chanting and meditating. Sounded like some devil hocus pocus to me. Conversing with that lady Vincy. An unmarried woman in his apartment at all hours. Meddling with best things left undisturbed. No wonder he's such smitten with such an affliction.
Pardon, what affliction?
Plague!
A plague?
Yes, sir. Right out of the Exodus it is.
Miss Vinci gave testimony that Bessel had spoken to you before he departed from the album.
Albany. He leaned in real close. His hands twisted up like claws. Covered in wine stains. Covered in wine stains. And said, life.
Then what happened?
He laughed.
You laughed?
He went, and he ran right into Dingle Street.
Dobbs,
Yes, sir?
please take our guest to a holding cell in case we have any further questions for this gentleman.
Right away, sir.
What do you mean?
Best watch out for that one, sir. The devil's bride she is.
Well, please, have a seat, Miss Vinci.
Thank you for the respect.
Talking about these things seems to have trouble.
Yes. Each subsequent revelation has troubled me and perplexed me more than its predecessors. My truth upended. Fact became fiction, and fiction grew to be fact.
I see.
Pardon me, sir, but you don't. I have spent years of my life researching this. And once I had it in my grasp, it nearly destroyed me. It has threatened to destroy Mr. Bessel. And once he is proven innocent, I am burning the stamp journal with all its research. I will not let it consume me again.
Perhaps we're not so different, you and I, tormented by the unending search for truth. I do understand what it's like to be haunted and tortured by an obsession. I do indeed. So now, where did you go searching for Mr. Bessel?
Well, apart from the porter's suggestion, to see if he was getting his tooth pulled in the barber shop.
Was he there at the barber?
I don't know. I didn't go.
And why not?
Because it wasn't a toothache.
Can't even follow up on a reliable tip. Well, you certainly would not make a good policeman.
And neither will you if you don't shut your bloody mouth. Not another word, Tubbs. So, where did you go?
Well, I was searching for him. I heard a commotion down the street. And imagine my surprise when I found your man at the scene of the crime.
Tubbs? Damn it, Tubbs, speak! Is this true?
Yes, sir, every word.
And what did you see?
Madness here, pure madness. What's all this commotion?
He'll hear you.
Who will?
It's a madman. He's burning cojones at the biggest window. Then he attacked the merchants with a walking stick. Then he took the tender vendor's head clean off. After that, he turned over his shopping cart onto the street. Turnips everywhere.
I don't particularly like turnips either.
Oh God, here he comes.
Hey, you! Put that down and you won't get hurt. No, I meant the stick. Put down the stick.
Life! Life!
No, stick! Stick!
George? Is that you? How did you do it? Unhand me, good sir! This man is my research partner. George? Are you alright? George?
Help! Murderer! Help me! The murderer! Oh God!
Life! Life!
Where did he go? Hey, look over there. Are they dead?
Wake up, wake up. Are you okay?
He's trying to kill me! He's a madman!
Killer! Madman! Wait, no. You don't understand. He was possessed.
Did you hear that? He's possessed. Let's send this devil back to hell.
Sir, he's not an evil person.
Like hell he's not! Off with his head!
Teresa, you must find me, please! Please help me! Please help me! Ron is lost!
He's this way. Come on.
Svinty! Svinty! You okay? No.
Vessel, he's in danger. We must fight him.
Looks like you took a nasty blow to the head.
Vessel, have you seen Vessel?
No. How about I take you back to your place for a nice lie down?
No, we must find Vessel.
Oh, God. You look horrible. Let's go. Come on. Again?
Well, you see, you have a lot of information that required.
I tried to take Miss Vinci home, but she wouldn't have none of it. She just kept going on and on about finding Mr. Bessel's body, that he was in danger.
So, where did you take her?
I didn't take her anywhere. I took her in front of a shop near Bond Street so she could keep an eye out for Mr. Bezel while I went to go look for him.
So you left Miss Vinci alone in front of a barbershop in the middle of the night?
Not exactly. She wasn't unconscious. She just kept falling over. She wasn't standing. She just kept falling and falling. You know what I did? I took my jacket off and I put it beneath her little head.
So you left Miss Vinci unconscious, lying in front of a barbershop in the middle of the night while you searched for Bessel?
Like I said, not exactly. She kept falling over. She wasn't even on the street. She was right next to it.
Did you even show any aware for Miss Vinci's well-being?
Of course, she was fine. It was dark. Nobody would have found her. Maybe the rats. rats.
I like you less and less every time you open your bloody mouth. Now, where did you go?
Right, like I said, I took her to the shop so she could keep an eye out for Mr. Bezel while I went to go look for him.
Where did you go?
The tavern.
You went to the tavern.
Yes?
And why did you suspect that he might be there?
A fellow like Mr. Bezel, have you seen him?
So what? Miss Vinci gave you money to drink while she wasn't conscious?
Gave might be an overstatement. She owed me money.
Tubbs!
Yes, sir?
Please escort our guest to a holding cell. They'll be staying with us for quite a while.
Right away.
She owed me money! I will pay her back! I promise I'll pay her back!
Reverend Vinci! Please. Have a seat. The porter says that you were half out of your mind while he searched for Mr. Besser. So do you really expect me to believe that he appeared to you on the street and in your room?
I found it hard to believe myself. All my truths of empty. It was like he was there, but it was not him. More like the shell of his body. It was like it was inhabited by some stranger. Spirit.
Frankly, I find this hard to fathom.
As did I, sir. All my truths were offended, and suddenly, my reality, I just couldn't fathom it. As I told you, like, it was like the shell of his body. He was there, but he was not. When I asked the cops, they thought it was finished.
And he wasn't captured, was he?
No.
Do you know what Bessel liked to do in those early hours of the morning?
No.
Would you like to know what your Mr. Bessel did while you sulked at the party?
Yes, I'd be interested.
My officers discovered a woman's body. She had been raped and murdered.
It's horrendous, but what does this have to do with George?
She was assaulted. Her throat was cut wide open, just like the women in 88.
Wait. I'm sorry, but are you implying that George is Jack the Ripper?
No, I'm not implying that. No, I'm accusing him of being Jack the Ripper. Tubbs!
Yes, sir?
Go send an officer to summon Magistrate Carson.
Sir, at this hour.
Yes, we have finally caught the Ripper.
Right away.
You don't understand. George could not would not have hurt those women.
He attacked many innocent men, women, and children in a market and then set fire to multiple shops. I doubt there's much he isn't capable of.
You don't understand. George could have never have done that. Please,
Then go on. Convince me.
as you wish. After much thought, I thought that maybe I couldn't find the answers on this earth. I should seek help from another person who's more knowledgeable in that area.
And who might that be?
Madame Bullock. I traveled to her shop that evening locally to see if she had answers.
Get your papers! Madness in the market. Tubbs is wounded. Read all about it.
Amarraron la fe. Amarraron la fe.
Hello?
I've been expecting you, Miss Vincent.
Your maidservants bid me to come in.
Ah, yes. She's quite a delicate servant. But she's not like you and I.
What do you mean?
She's not a sojourner of our world, the darkness beyond.
How did
I
you?
know a great many things about you, Miss Vincent. I know that you have traveled far and wide to unlock the sight of the inner eye.
Yes. My partner and I will be traveling to India to speak with him.
But you did not find the answers you sought.
No, I did not.
And now you need the help of Madame Bullard. Please, join me at the table. Now, what's wrong?
My partner went missing, and I am in search of him.
Your Mr. Bessel is not lost.
Then where is he?
You know that he has been with you. Don't pretend that you haven't seen him, heard him.
I think that I've seen him, heard him plenty. I'm not sure.
Well, perhaps there's something I can do. We need the seance cameras. They're in the top shelf. Please bring them to the table. Now, are they lit?
Yes, there are.
Embrace the flame. Hold it close and focus your inner eye. The unseen eye shall find in sight, to open the door to shadow and light. The unseen eye shall find its sight, to open the door to shadow and light. The unseen eye shall find its sight, to open the door to shadow and light. The unseen eye shall find its sight, to open the door to shadow and light. Where is she? I must find her. Tell her that I love her. Please. I will kill you. As God is my witness, I will kill you!
Bessel? Speak to me!
Mommy? Where am I? Where is this place? Where are you? It's dark. It's cold. Mommy? I'll lie down and I'll close my eyes and I'll wait for you to find me. Mommy? Bessel, please. Find me. Find me in my sleep. Please.
Bessel, speak to me!
Dad. Water. A cup of water. Please. Water. Sir. My throat. So dry.
Bessel! The unseen eye shall find its sight to open the door to shadow and light.
Please.
The unseen eye shall find its sight to open the door to shadow and light. The unseen eye shall find its sight to open the door to shadow and light. The unseen eye shall find its sight to open the door to shadow and light. The unseen eye shall find its sight Miss Vinci! Miss Vinci! Have you returned to the light? Child, excavation! Baker Street!
You must hurry.
Hurry! Find his body, it's dying! And what if I can't find him?
Then he shall remain in the darkness.
Those things were people?
Perhaps they were once like us. But the darkness, it corrupts and changes. Apart from our world, we do not know. But the darkness is so much worse. So much worse.
They were here! Just now! They were here!
Miss Teresa Vinci, have you not learned a thing? They still are.
Is that where you found them? On Baker Street?
Yes, I searched furiously up and down Baker Street, looking for something that would match the description. I asked the police, but they thought I was foolish.
Yes. I imagine you did.
Sir, how can you explain when I was searching that night, I stumbled upon a sunken shack. I believe it was abandoned for the electric rail. I managed to climb the protective boarding to the top. And once I reached the top, I saw Vessel down below. Luckily, he didn't succumb to his injuries or dehydration. Luckily, the men came and were able to lower down some ropes and pull him out to get to the treatment that he needed.
If this is your evidence, Miss Vinci, I am not convinced.
Then how can you explain that of all of London, I found him on Baker Street?
Because perhaps you are part of this charade.
Sir, then I guess it's just a charade that the woman that was found 3 nights ago has nothing to do with Vessel.
Fine, then you found it by coincidence. But I will not for 1 second give any credence or reliability to this dog and pony show you concocted.
Sir, ask your man Tubbs. He was there. Vessel attacked me just like he attacked everyone else.
No! We finally have our man. Your friend is a murderer and Margaret Carson will set this to right. All that is left to determine is whether you are or are not an accomplice to murder.
You fool! You would pit anyone you can for that crime. Vessel could not and would have not have hurt those women. He couldn't have.
No, we finally have our man. Your friend is a murderer. He is the Ripper. And that is true.
Sir,
Pardon me, sir, but Master Carson is a raven, he has none. Do please.
Never mind that. Send in Carson and fetch Vessel. Magistrate Carson, thank you so much for coming to see me.
Evening. You bloody well have a damn good reason for waking me up in the middle of the night.
I do, sir.
Your man said some gibberish about 6 women being murdered by some demon-possessed doctor in Hillsborough. For your sake, I do hope this is not nonsense.
Teresa, you're here.
I couldn't let you take the fall for our research, now could I?
Teresa, please don't.
Enough! What is your name?
George Vessel.
George Vessel. I know of your family, but then again, who doesn't? A man of your station standing here before me. What is the noble Mr. Vessel accused of?
Murdering 6 women?
There was nothing in the papers about 6 women being murdered.
Well,
Just, don't interrupt me. Just that incident in the market.
Only 1 woman was just found murdered 3 nights past by this man.
by that man. Are you certain this is the same man that murdered the other women?
Yes, there cannot be no doubt. There's not two such men who can perpetrate the horrors that I have seen. He is the Ripper, beyond any doubt. I would stake my career on it.
Sir, what proof does he have that this man committed the crime of 88?
Who are you, and where is your husband?
I am proud to say I have no husband. I'm Teresa Vinci of Staple Inn.
No husband, and out of this time of night? I see what kind of company you keep, Inspector Wright. Now, how is this connected to the murders?
Our victim was murdered and butchered, just like the women in 88. He even took part of her as a souvenir.
Are you certain this is the same man?
Yes. Look, we have proof. He was seen at the market attacking anyone who stood in his path, not 4 blocks from the location of the murders. And we have eyewitnesses that put him in the location, then disappearing for many hours before being found on Baker Street covered in blood.
Seems compelling.
He even attacked his own research partner, Teresa Vinci, and he called her a friend, a madman.
A man, such as yourself? Associating with this woman is bad enough. But these accusations, well, Mr. Bezel, madman of the market as they're calling you in the papers. What have you to say about your whereabouts?
It wasn't me, sir.
Then what is your alibi?
You wouldn't believe me if I tried.
Sounds like a guilty man to me.
Magistrate Carson, let me explain. He has an alibi.
What was that?
Teresa, please, don't never believe you.
He was possessed by an evil spirit.
An evil spirit, you say?
Yes, and if you allow me, I can show you.
Then by all means, call your first witness.
It doesn't exactly work like that.
That's what I thought. My grandmother told me spirits, goblins, and leprechauns came down to the police station. They were so afraid. So I should just take your word for it, Miss Vinci, and let Mr. Bezel go?
Magistrate Carson, if you have seen what I've seen, heard what I've heard, then you would believe.
I'd sooner believe the herd swines of the London sewers than this rubbish.
Let me show you. The unseen eye should find its sight to open the door to shadow.
Was it
light.
supposed to accomplish
The
something?
unseen eye
Oh
should
wait,
find its
I
sight
think
to
I
open
feel
the
them.
door to
They
shadow
must be
the light.
around us now.
The unseen eye should find its sight to open the door to shadow and light. The unseen eye should find
Wait,
its sight
I think
to
I
open
hear
the door
something.
to shadow
Speak
and
up a
light.
little. I can't hear you.
Enough with this blasted chanting!
What's that you say? You don't say. Don't worry, my dear. I will tell them. I will tell them all.
Have you gone mad too, son?
The spirits have told me that George Bessel is Jack the Ripper.
Enough! This woman's nonsense has affected all of you in the head. Your alibi is by far the most conducted falsehood I have ever encountered in the bench. Mr. Bezel, you are hereby charged for the murder of 6 women. Take Bezel to Old Bailey to stand trial. Miss Vinci, collect your things and you may go.
The other nights! You haven't asked him about the other nights!
How does this get me back to my bed sooner?
Sir, I know you are an honest and fair man, and you wouldn't deign to see an innocent person be jailed for false charges.
Fine, right? Ask him about the other nights.
But sir,
You were the lady. Ask about the other nights.
I hardly see why.
Just get on with it.
Yes, sir. George Bessel, where were you the other nights the women were murdered?
Which nights were those?
Playing it tough, huh? Fine. Where were you August 31st when Nicole was murdered? And Chapman on September 8th. Ito and Stride on September 9th. And Kelly, November 8th.
Sir, Inspector Wright, are you certain of these dates?
Have I not said as much? What do you say, George? Where were you on August 31st, September 8th, September 9th, and November 8th?
I'm not sure, sir. I don't remember.
And you are certain that only one man and one man only committed these crimes?
Are you deaf, woman? He murdered all those women and then attacked all those innocent people and set those markets to flame. He is the only one, the Ripper.
That Bessel is not
No. Let me see that. How?
Well. Looks like this isn't Jack the Ripper after all.
But sir, the witnesses.
You, Constable Tufts?
My name is actually Tubwell, sir.
Very well. How does Inspector Tubwell sound?
Like a dream come true.
Sir,
You are hereby discharged as inspector. As your first duty, you may give Mr. Wright, his first job. Something that isn't too logical, as he can't think.
Right.
I will be going back to bed now.
Here you go, right? Why don't you go unshackle, Mr. Bessel? Yes, dogs. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that last part. Yes, sir, what?
yes, sir.
Inspector Tubbs. Pardon? As long as you are as I am your superior, you will address me in my proper name and title, Inspector Tubwell. Am I clear? Right.
Yes, sir. Inspector Tubwell.
Very well. Miss Vinci, if you would be so kind as to collect Mr. Bessel's personal effects, you two can be on your way. And right, when you finish with these two, pass by my new office, as I have some boots in desperate need a shining. If that will be all, I'll be on my way. And Miss Vinci, please feel free to call on me if you're ever in need of assistance with any of your urgent business.
Fault, man.
I'm sorry. Don't forget your reason. But what about your fame and fortune? And restoring your reputation? And what about everything you've suffered and sacrificed?
Reputation, Lieutenant. That book has almost cost me everything. A dear friend, too.
A lesser person would have gloated over such a victory.
How do you think that Miss Vinci is not such a person? She secured my freedom, and that is what matters.
And I'm happy. I'm happy that injustice did not appear today. Go along and collect Bessel's things. He'll be off shortly. I'm sorry, Bessel. I got it wrong this time. Dead wrong.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
What do you mean?
Just because it wasn't George Bessel that committed this crime, it doesn't mean that they're